Okay, welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining. Today, after work, I was greeted with this parcel. So let's just see what's inside. Okay, we've got a truck here, RC truck, Truggy. This is provided to me by Gearbest.com for review. Nice looking truck there. I've got the red one. There's two different colours there. And as you can see, it's all sealed up inside. They claim it's tougher, stronger and faster with a just under 40km/h top speed. So it's pretty cool. This would probably make a really good gift coming Christmas around the corner and for someone. So it's currently on flash sale at the moment for just under $57 Australian. So let's have a quick look at the box here. It's got the a lot of metal parts in this one, which is good to see. A lot of other RC cars around this price range are all made of plastic. It's got metal universal joint cups, metal A-arms on the front, and some there's a joint cup there, all broken down with the metal bearings as well, and lock nuts for the wheels. So this is actually the model of this one's called the 9116. It's from Xinlehong toys. That's the brand name there if you want to look it up. Just type in 9116 RC truck. As I said, it's on flash sale at the moment. It's got they claim it's got waterproof capabilities because it's all sealed up inside, and that's pretty good. You can go through water with it as well. Not deep water, I presume, but you know, like on the shoreline or something like that, if you want to play around on the beach or something. So it's a full proportion truck, so the controls are fully proportional. I'd say it'd be the steering and the throttle. So it's pretty cool. Alright, it's also got a metal diff, which is good to see. A lot of them are plastic, the internal gears on the diffs. It's got a four-wheel independent suspension, and the whole car uses metal universal joint and cups and bearings, as I mentioned before. Alright, so let's open this baby up and have a look. Okay, well, there you go. Not a bad looking truck indeed. Quite nice. It's got a spoiler on the back and some red anodized coil springs, bull bar on the front, and the 4 pins to hold the 1/12 scale shell on top, and pretty soft suspension there by the look of it. And it's got some nice wheels here with the lock nuts. That looks pretty cool. Tires look pretty grippy. This is a rear wheel drive only, guys. So this is a 4x2. It's driven by the rear wheels only, so it's not a 4x4. So yeah, looks like a spider on the top there, ready to race. Vortex. Pretty cool looking truck. Okay, well, I'll just take it out of this shell and let's see exactly what we get. So this is what comes in the box, guys. It was packed really well. A lot of zip ties to cut off, so that took me a little while, but here's the truck once it's out of the box. As you can see, not a bad looking truck like I showed you just a minute ago. I've taken the pins out already. Okay, so I'll take the shell off, put that aside, and as you can see, it's all encased. All the internals are encased in the chassis here, in this little canopy for the battery bay. You can see the battery inside there, and the motor is all shielded from dust and water. So that's why they claim it's a waterproof truck to a certain degree. You've got your bull bar here with some recesses for some lights, so you could probably mod little LEDs in there later on if you want to. I might try that myself later on. And pretty rigid sort of plastic. It's, you know, it's pretty hard plastic, so in a crash it should sustain a bit of impact. There's the bottom of it, and you got the rear spoiler here on the back here. Independent suspension all around, as you can see. Some nice alloys here. As you can see, it's rear wheel drive, and the front wheels are just free spinning on their own. So that's pretty cool. Bit different than having a four-wheel drive. I've only got a four-wheel drive one, so this should be interesting to see how it handles. Okay, so let's have a look at the battery. There's some 4 little tabs here that you just loosen off. There's 4 little tabs there that you loosen, that you swing out, and just lift this little hood off. Whoops, and drop that. And here's a little battery inside. What milliamp hour is it? Let's see. It's a 700 milliamp hour, 9.6 volt Li-ion battery. Okay, and it's got a proprietary plug on here, so that's a little bit unfortunate. It's proprietary, so you can't really, by the look of it, you can't really use any of the other common plug style batteries with it. You probably have to buy spare ones of this particular type, because there's like, look at all the leads, there's 6 leads on it. Okay, well, anyway, there's the battery, and there is the female plug to the battery there. Alright, but it's not a bad size bay in there. I think there's the wires going to the ESC in there as well, and you got a tiny little aerial just there. Just show that to you, a little aerial poking up. Okay, so you get a little bag here with the few spare parts. You got a lock nut tool there, screwdriver, the wheel for the transmitter, and it looks like there's 4 little extra pins too to secure the shell in there. So that's good, that because the pins are pretty easy to lose. I've lost them on my other truck quite easy. They're just in there. See that? So you've got a full set. That's good that they included that. So with this one, you don't really need, for the control wheel for the steering, it's just got like, it's got like a pentagon shape design there, so you can just line it up with that indent there and push it in, so you don't need no screws. So that's quite easy to, if you want to store it and, you know, take it off, it's up to you, but obviously you probably wouldn't want to. But yeah, pretty plasticky feel to it. There's no foam sponge on it, but feels okay. You've got your on and off switch here. The batteries go in the side here, because there's no little battery door here, so that's why they give you that screwdriver. So you just undo that screw, lift that out, and it takes 2 AA batteries inside. Okay, on the side here, it's just basic trims, so left and right trim. You obviously want to try to keep it in the middle there where the dots line up. So there's your trimmers, and that's basically it. This is a very simple controller, guys. So just on and off switch, got your steering, your throttle and brake and reverse, and a trimmer. Alright, now we also got a box here which has your charger lead and cable. So there you go, there's a proprietary lead and a wall adapter here, European style. They didn't pack an Australian adapter plug, but I've got plenty, so I don't really need any more, so you just pop that in. If you're in the US, you'll have your own as well. And that's as far as the accessories. That's the accessories covered, and you've just got your little user manual here, a 1/12 scale. It tells you here, like I mentioned before, and everything you get. Obviously, how to put the transmitter batteries in, which I've just covered on the side, and pretty much everything you need to know as far as charging it. 9.6 volt there, how to take the battery door off. I've covered all of this, guys, so I won't go through it again and bore you to death. You got your layout here of parts, the full comprehensive list of parts here, which is good. They're all got model numbers there, if you can see that. See, car shell, just everything that makes up this car. You've got every single part, and it goes on for like 3 or 4 pages, so that's pretty cool. Just look up the part number and on the net if you need spares. And you've got like a cutaway diagram of the front subframe here. So this is the front end. You've got the bull bar, shockies, how it all goes together, which is pretty cool. You got the middle of the car and chassis there, of the truck rather, and the rear subframe as well, with the spoiler up here as well. So pretty good little manual there. It's pretty comprehensive. It shows you all the parts like I just showed you, and yeah, if you ever need a spare part, well, it'd be very easy to look it up by looking at the model number. So okay guys, that's the first look of the 9116 Truggy from Xinlehong Toys, which is available at Gearbest at the moment on a flash sale. I'll put the link in the description for you guys to have a look. It's at a pretty good price at the moment, and if there's any coupon codes, I'll pop them in the description as well. So stay tuned on the next part of this review. When I take it out on different styles of terrain, I'll test it out and put it through its paces, through sand, gravel, tarmac as well, see what the top speed's like and how it handles, and on the field, on the grass. So I'll test it out, and you'll be seeing that in the next part of this review. Okay, well, on that note, thanks for tuning in, guys, to watch the quick unboxing and first look of the 9116 RC Truggy. And I'll catch you on the next one in the part 2 of this review. So until then, enjoy the hobby, guys, and I'll catch you very soon.